So first things first, you want to make sure you wash your greens 3 times. Here I had just washed my greens 3 times. They're clean. If you don't know how to wash your greens, I usually just sit them in a basin with some salt, and I'll have them sit there for about 20 minutes, rinse that out and do it again with some more salt, and just rub them together and just clean them up. I like my greens not too thin. I like them in big pieces. I cut them up and I try to remove all the stems, but I do like some stems, so I keep some. So here's all what you would need to make some easy collard greens. I diced up some red peppers. I have a small onion diced up. I have some fresh garlic diced up. I have one bouillon cube. I have red pepper flakes, ground pepper, garlic, and onion powder. This is some of my baking grease that I use when I'm baking. When I put baking in the oven, which is how I like my bacon, I drain it always, and I save this for like my greens. If you don't have that, you can use butter, you can use oil, Lawry seasoning, and apple cider vinegar. Over here, I have my turkey boiling down. This is smoked turkey wings. I just got a couple of pieces. I'm gonna skim off the top where that foam is gathering. I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit tender, and then I'm just gonna add my greens and my ingredients, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So after that's done, what you're gonna do is just take your clean greens and add them to your water. Just add them in. Now collard greens usually cook down to nothing. Well, they're not like spinach, but they do cook down to barely anything being there. But I have here about 2 pounds, and I'm making a small batch for dinner tonight. I'm doing a ham recipe. After I do this, I'm gonna upload for Easter recipes. This is just something for people who just wanted to know how do I make my collard greens. So I'm going to share it here. So after that's done, I'm going to add my seasoning. I have here bouillon cube, seasoned salt, red pepper flakes, onion, garlic powder, and black pepper. We're going to add that to the pot. I'm operating with one hand, so I'll be right back to add my vegetables. So now that everything is added, I added about maybe 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I added my vegetables, my seasoning. Okay, so it's been an hour and a half on these collard greens, and we're gonna check up on them. You know what I really forgot to mention was the fact that I'm cooking them on low, and how they're not gonna be done in an hour and a half. It depends on how you like your greens. I like mine well done. This is what we're looking at right now before I even manipulate anything. You got that dark green color. You know, you want to get that bright green to a nice dark green. It smells so good. What you're going to do is, as they become more tender, you're going to taste your broth, which is called a pot liquor, which is the juice that's in here. You want to taste that and just season to taste. I don't like a lot of salt. I didn't put any sugar in here yet. I do like my greens with a little sweetness, and I will add a little sugar towards the last half an hour of cooking. But being that I'm cooking these low and slow, because I'm also I got a ham in the oven. The hour and a half, let's scratch that. So usually we're gonna do about 2 hours with these greens. But as you can see, my turkey, I'm sorry guys, I'm holding it by myself. My turkey is starting to fall apart. This is what you wanna see. I mean, some people pull it out and take the meat off the bone. I don't, because there's a lot of broth and flavor in these bones. I like to suck on them bones oh, excuse me, I just like hot sauce, and it's a flavorful additive to this broth. So right now I'm just going to continue. Yeah, my mind is dirty sometimes, guys. So right now, I'm just going to continue to let these simmer on low. I have a half an hour on my timer right now, and by the time I'm ready to pull out my hand, we're going to come back and check on these greens. But yes, excuse me guys, I am by myself. I said it. And we're going to keep them covered and with a little bit of a vent so some heat can escape, because I don't want to produce any more liquid. You understand? I already have the flavor. By closing this all the way, you're creating steam, and that's going to create more liquid and sweat. Water to accumulate into the pot, and that takes away from your flavor. You got to keep seasoning, so always keep your pot a little jarred. And I will be back in a couple of minutes. Collard greens. Okay, these collard greens have been cooking since 1 p.m. It is now 7 p.m. They've been on low, simmering with some smoked turkey.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Bye!